The radical left, when they get caught out on their horrible and disgusting, vile comments about the Charlie Kirk assassination, they love to claim to be the victim. We saw Abby Chatfield do it, and, well, this story has been relatively unfolding. And the reason why I didn't make a video about it initially is because it is still unfolding, and my goodness me, is it getting even more juicier. So this mental health advocate for Australian NGO, VMIAC, described Charlie Kirk becoming a human water fountain after being assassinated. That was just one of the many horrible things that this mental health advocate named Lizzie Page said during her videos. And, well, because she was caught out on it, Senator Babbitt called her out on it. Also, the RETARDS from Down Under called her out on it as well. They were the one that actually brought it to Senator Babbitt's attention, and as a result, Senator Babbitt has been screaming it from the rooftops. And because, well, the media caught wind of it, and she's not happy about that. We'll get to that in just a moment. Because she was caught out on saying it's okay to celebrate the murder of a horrible person. She didn't even know Charlie Kirk at all, but she is espousing the lies that he is a horrible person. He's nothing of the sort. Now, she said this initially. Have a watch of this.
I thought I'd do a quick check-in after yesterday and all of the drama. I want to reiterate that it is not wrong or unethical or unkind to laugh at the misfortunes of terrible people. Let's never forget that Charlie Kirk used his whole head to defend your Second Amendment right to own guns. That Charlie Kirk incited violence. That's what he did. And then that came back to haunt him. That was his decision. So it's got nothing to do with the people who are laughing and joking about him becoming a human water fountain. Pretending that you don't enjoy a terrible person's death is not dignified, it's cowardly. The only people I have any empathy for in the Charlie Kirk situation are his victims. That is it. And I'm not scared to say it, are you? If you are upset about the Charlie Kirk situation, then you could have done something to stop this from happening. You could have pulled him up and told him not to speak so terribly about other people and not to be so abusive out in public. This wouldn't have happened if he hadn't had continued to abuse people the way that he did. And for those people trying to say that his position as a father or his children are somehow an excuse for feeling sorry for him or feeling empathy for him, no, he was advocating for what is by legal definition in the United States child abuse. So no, his children are not in a worse position now. He was open about his views towards children and they were not good.
And you were very open in the video that you guys just watched. She made several videos. She just didn't make one video calling him a human water fountain and saying that he used his whole head to defend the Second Amendment right. Very vile, disgusting comments that this person claims to be a mental health advocate. She is saying that it's okay to laugh at the misfortunes of other people, to essentially laugh at the death or the assassination of someone you don't like. That you should not be in mental health support or any kind of mental, like you should be in an asylum, woman. You cannot, as a mental health advocate, say on one hand, it is okay and acceptable to celebrate and cheer on, to praise the murder of a human being, woman. Just because you disagree with him, who the hell cares? I disagree with your whole persona. Doesn't mean that I'm going to laugh if, God forbid, something happened to you. That is just really inhuman, really disgusting behavior. Now, because she said these horrible things, Senator Babbitt posted it. It went rather viral. And as a result, she was called out. Now, as the left so often do, she said that it's like cowardly not to celebrate this kind of stuff, and she's not afraid. Well, guess what, Lizzie? You got called out on your horrible, vile, disgusting comments, and now you want to throw out, oh, it's illegal to dox and defame and all that. No. Guess what, Lizzie? Everything is in your bio No one doxed you. Your name is there. Everyone can see exactly who the hell you are. So people are calling you out for your horrible, horrible comments. And yet you want to claim to be the victim. Have a watch of this.
So I received information that I've been doxed on X, so I'm going to have to step away for a little bit. And the AFP have been contacted, and also the E-Safety Commission as well have been contacted, because there's been a large number of threats coming through. And the irony of this situation, that all I did was say some words that offended some people, and now people have decided to take that into the real world and start, you know, threatening and harassing and abusing people out in the real world based on their inability to manage their emotions. I even had some people say to me that apparently they made a report to the AFP, the Federal Police, about me. I'm like, what did I do other than say something that hurt your feelings? Like, that's free speech. You the ability to speak, even if that's something that personally offends you or you find distasteful. We don't all have to agree on things. In fact, we shouldn't all agree on things. So yeah, I'll be around later, I guess. And yeah, just think before you try to take things offline or you try to escalate things. Think about whether this actually impacts you personally, whether your life is personally impacted by the hurtful thing that person said.
So it's our inability to manage our emotions, but yet you went on, you didn't manage your emotions very well, because you were saying that it's okay to celebrate someone's death. And you are in mental health. And people, rightfully so, called you out on it. I don't know about the whole threat scenario, and if that's actually the case, that should never be happening. I don't advocate for threats at all. I don't advocate for violence at all. So if that is actually happening, it is disgusting. And yes, the police should be contacted, and those people that are making those threats should be charged accordingly. That is the way our society works. But nevertheless, Lizzie Page, you made some very horrible statements online. So because you have an online platform, Lizzie Page, yes, you have freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom from consequences. And you should know damn well, since you are a mental health advocate, advocating for mental health, a very, very important thing that loads of people struggle with. And instead of actually humanizing a human being and actually going, oh, I feel for his wife and his kids. They now have to grow up without a father, and it's his wife no longer has a husband. Instead of doing that, no, you want to go, it's okay to celebrate the misfortunes of other people. It's okay to praise. And then on one hand, you go, it's cowardly not to. I'm not afraid. Are you? Well, by your video of you're now claiming to be the victim, you're now crying about it because you're being exposed. Seems like you are a little bit afraid now. Maybe you shouldn't have done what you did. But no, ladies and gentlemen, it gets worse, because she doesn't stop there. She made another video, and have a watch of this.
I'd like to make a short statement to Sky News and also to Senator Babbitt. I did not celebrate the death of Charlie Kirk. I was disturbed by the act of political violence, and like any responsible person, I sought out professional mental health supports. Sky News has chosen to spread falsehoods about me while stigmatising mental health and inciting retaliation. Senator Babbitt has gone further, suggesting people with mental health issues should not be employed, a deeply discriminatory view that I reject outright. Every Australian has the right to work and to contribute with dignity. Senator Babbitt and Sky News are not qualified to make psychological assessments. They should leave that task to professionals instead of using their platforms to smear individuals and inflame division. It's not the role of social media commentators to provide trauma counselling. That belongs to trained professionals. What is dangerous is Sky News encouraging stalking and doxing in response to political violence. These are not acts of debate, they are criminal offences that endanger lives and undermine democracy.
But Sky News and Senator Babbitt have decided to spread falsehoods about you. We have the video, woman. We have actually the compilation of videos of all the things that you said. There's no hiding. There's no like trying to gaslight the living hell out of people. And you go, oh, I did not celebrate the death of Charlie Kirk. You did. You called him a human water fountain, for goodness sake. These people are nuts. I'm just like, I'm listening to this going, you can't be serious right now, except she is dead serious. She's dead on serious about, well, here you go, Sky News. Here you go, Senator Babbitt. They reported on it correctly, but you guys are wrong. I did not say the thing that I actually said. I said something else. I sought out proper mental health support services. No, you didn't. You did not. What you did was celebrate his death and say, anyone, don't feel bad, anyone, if you're doing the exact same thing I'm doing. Charlie Kirk used his whole head to advocate for the Second Amendment right. Like, who the hell says that? What person in their right mind working for mental health says something like that? You know what? A deranged, sick, twisted individual says something like that. VMIAC is the peak Victorian non-government organisation for people who have experience with a mental illness or emotional distress. And news.com.au made an article about it as well. Human water fountain. Fury as Aussie mental health professional describes Charlie Kirk's death in disgusting terms and justifies laughing at his death. And that she wants to gaslight us all and say, you didn't hear me say the thing that I actually said. No. I'm the victim here, guys. I'm really the one that's the victim. She's doing an Abby Chatfield. This is exactly what the radical left do. You lie consistently about a person, and then you get caught out in that lie. And then instead of admitting that you lied and admitting that you actually hate that person, you double down and you claim to be the victim. Disgusting. All these people have got no idea about who Charlie Kirk really was. And it's sick. It saddens me. It really does. All they do is believe the hateful rhetoric online. It's just despicable, if you ask me. And it really does need to stop. And I'm glad that we had Senator Babbitt. If you're watching this, mate, well done. Thought I'd echo and amplify your voice a little bit more. Because these people need to be told this is not acceptable. It's like Hannah Ferguson. She made the same kind of video. Oh, the media is lying about me. Hey, woman, you're like the darling of media for Labor. And yet you said something. It's okay for political violence. You said yes to it. You said some very horrible things after Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Albo didn't call you out on it. Albo hasn't called out this woman. Albo hasn't called out anyone. He's just been silent. So you're setting a precedent, aren't you? That these people that don't know who Charlie Kirk is at all, that believing and continuously lying about him, we are here to tell the truth. Because the truth is important. Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care. Be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.